the other teams.
Hey, real quick, we're in the Autoclub Famoso Raceway part of this. I got to show these pictures to Blake. It's all right. It's all right. You're good. Hey, Chris, at the very end of the slideshow, they're the photos from Brainerd. Can you pull those up here? And we're talking about Fast Jack Beckman. And hopefully, get him on next week.
Were they flying or
They
what?
were flying because, and you mentioned too, they caught up to him, so they figured it out. Well, Courtney Force wasn't.
She tried to fly.
Yeah,
She tried to fly, as did Alexis DeGiorio, who had much the same thing, back-to-back runs. It was pretty.
Yes.
Both of those cars ended up facing the wall and managed not to roll over.
Yeah.
And then Jack Beckman had the same type of thing, only he tried to power through it, and he was in a precarious position as well. So, and I think they were all in that left lane. So that was obviously a tricky lane.
This was an interesting event because they were going so fast, and they also had some weather to deal with.
Yeah.
And
they had some weather shortly before the race. I think less than 3 weeks out, they had a huge storm come through and blew down part of their bleachers.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, they
for them to pull that race off, that's great. Good of them, man. Really, they pulled it off. But yeah, look at the storm clouds hanging out, and
And normally what we get. Hold this photo for a second. Normally, what we get when we get these photos from this is from USA Today via Reuters, is the photos you just saw. We get the winners, we get this stuff, but. The USA Today photographer, Mark Rubilius, I believe his name is, went through and shot this next sequence, which I think will sum it up perfectly.
And that's the zoo.
That's the zoo. The zoo, yeah. So
that's Ron Cap's favorite area to hang out.
Exactly. And we'll see that in a minute here. Just keep going through these photos, Chris. There's Beckman, by the way, and there's more of the zoo.
Yeah.
And I think... And there's
crazy.
There's that.
Nice.
I'm not sure what that.
That zoo reminds me of the old
you can tell
turn one in
Indy.
Yeah. And last but not least, I think
what's that stuff
I think
coming out
Ron
of the
Capps
sky?
approves of that. No, what is that stuff coming out of the sky? Again, go to Ron Capps. And there he is. Yeah, so I approve of this message here. All right. We've got, you have a guest with us today.
We do.
Matt.
Yeah, Matt
Atolik is with us today.
Atolik, yes.
And you got, this weekend we have ANRA.
Yes.
Last weekend you had the red light.
Red list, red light,
red line.
Red rum.
How did it go?
It was excellent.
Nice.
Oh my gosh, it was incredible. Yeah, the attendance. We limited it to a certain amount of cars. Actually, we had about 110 make it down the track. The goal was about 100, and we figured we'd go a little over to allow for some attrition, cars not showing up, but I think they all made it. So we had a few extra, but everyone got their runs in. It was great. Weather was beautiful. But the walk-up crowd, the spectators, was just unreal. So
unexpected, huh?
Unexpected,
wow.
Yes.
All
And we can already announce that the promoter has booked December 12th to do it again.
Oh, really? So that's a new event.
Which day?
That's new.
December 12th.
December 12th.
December 12th. Yeah, we're going to do it.
So obviously
it's on a Saturday.
A walk-up shows some interest in this street racing. And
well, that we're not doing our Friday night
get 'em.
program this year, so maybe there's some feedback there that the people do enjoy the night deal. So that's what Jesse, the promoter, wants to kind of do, is try and do some night events to make up for that. And obviously, I said before, he is completely all for racing on the strip now and not on the street. So he's really trying to promote that.
Well, good. Very good.
Yeah.
But ANRA coming up this weekend.
Yeah.
Looks like hopefully some good weather and another big car count.
Everything we're hearing, they're all coming. So it's going to be. In fact, Butch wanted to be here, but his son Josh attends Fresno State. His grandson, attends Fresno State, and they've been busy getting him back up there and getting things ready. So he just had to skip today and get things ready at the track. So,
okay.
But we'll cover for Butch.
We'll talk to him. We got some things to talk about with him. But before we get that started with ANRA, though, the Saturday Night Nitro September edition coming up, and that's why Matt's here. We've got
the 19th.
Stuff.
We do have stuff.
Fan Appreciation Night.
That's
Fan
right.
Appreciation Night on the Good Vibrations Motorsports Saturday Night Nitro.
All right. There.
Our buddy Jim Mayer, who is from Good Vibrations, was the first one in the door. He's given us some gift certificates to give away.
Nice.
To the a lot of the drivers or anybody working on their car can we'll appreciate that.
Yeah.
Then our grand prize came back again. That's 4-2. That's 2 event passes to the Toyota Nationals in Las Vegas at Strip at Speedway. 2 passes into the Napa Auto Parts VIP suite. You get to hang out with Ron Capps and all the Napa drivers. You get to eat and drink and just really enjoy that. And then, of course, Hooters Hotel and Casino came through again with some hotel rooms.
Nice.
So that's fun. Edelbrock's back.
I've never been there
with
before,
some,
by the way.
Oh. Edelbrock is back with some gift certificates again, too. We got a 2-night stay, and who doesn't like going to the beach, right?
Right.
Got the Seacrest Hotel over in Pismo Beach.
Oh, very
They're
nice.
throwing in something there. They're beach front.
Right there. I can vouch for that. It's a nice place.
They're a nice place. SeaWorld, our friends down
Yeah.
there have been here the last 3 years. They threw in a family 4-pack. The Bakersfield Condors, they're coming up with a new season with the
AHL.
Oilers, yeah.
Right.
They threw in a couple 4-packs in there.
Hockey's getting close.
It's getting close, I know.
Getting close.
We're actually-
That's why he's twitching, man. He
We're
feels
actually
hockey
we're out of here in
coming
8
on.
minutes. We gotta have lunch with those guys.
Steve over at Cowboy Bell Bonds throwing in some gift cards so you can spend the money on everything. Sparkling Image Car Wash, free car washes. And then the restaurants are all coming in. Joy, everybody's favorite. Have you ever been over to Original Roadhouse Grill on
Roadhouse?
Rosedale
Yes.
Highway?
Yeah.
You know, when you walk in there, you have that little museum in there.
Right,
and
like
she's got her
motorsports
yeah,
museum in there.
mostly drag racing. I mean, she's kind of partial to drag racing.
The first time I covered the March meet, I was here unaccompanied, and he wouldn't go with me because he was living out there camping out there. So that's where I went for dinner one night. Was after my first March meet experience. Was
There you go.
at the Roadhouse Grill. So
And they're always a big part of everything we do out there.
Nice.
So Joy, go or see Joy. She'll give you some great drag racing stories. Pyrenees Cafe,
even better.
they're throwing stuff in there. The Forgattis, I mean,
Nice.
Yeah.
Ralph is always great in stuff. Chewy's Mesquite Grill, right
Nice.
across the parking lot from there.
Can't beat
and
it.
then
No,
I've got concert tickets to give out. There's a really cool show called Benesse coming in, and it's kind of rock, Spanish, whole show. It's more like for the husbands to take their wives to gain some points.
There you go.
Okay.
And then the tenors, Sinbad the comedian. I've got a whole bunch of other stuff still ready to come in. A bunch of restaurants, some more concerts.
And we'll update this on our website. So just
website and
keep checking it
Facebook.
out.
You know, I mean,
Yeah.
basically, I think last year was so incredible that if you showed up, you stood a really good chance of getting something.
Yeah, between that and what we're throwing in the stands, going up and down, all the racers jump
Right.
into it also, and they bring stuff. So it's just it's
Just
a
a
fun
lot of fun.
night.
A
Yeah,
lot of fun.
Yeah, a lot
bring
of
the
fun.
family out. It's crazy. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Let's talk about. I got a question for you guys. So we this is awesome because that Saturday Night Nitro show is going to be fantastic again. Because we have a huge car count for Funny Car, we expect, right?
It'll be big in everything. Yeah, front motor, top fuel, fuel altered, funny car. Last year we joked it's going to be the third largest gathering of nitro cars, nostalgia cars in the country, and it was.
Wow.
And it will be again this year.
And it'll be
besides the March meet and the reunion.
And it'll be a great prelude to the Hot Rod
to
reunion.
what's coming up in
Yeah.
October. You bet.
The one thing we were talking about here, the all area team,
Right.
with our all area motorsports team, we've decided we made a change, and your thoughts on this. So originally we were going to do just March meet champions, but Griff over there says you have to include Hot Rod reunion champions. Do you guys agree or disagree with that? If you win a championship with the Hot Rod reunion, does that automatically qualify you for all area if you're from Kern County?
Interesting. There's going to be obviously a lot less people
Yeah.
that would win. There's so few categories
Right.
at the reunion. They do that on purpose so they can concentrate on the social side and the.
It's really
Cackle
hard to
Fest
win a
side.
title
So-
there, right?
Well, it's just tough because it's tough. No, I'm not. If you win, you've achieved a huge goal.
Right.
I wouldn't say it's as hard as the March meet. The car count's not as great in the categories.
Right.
But certainly in funny car and top fuel, it's probably one of the most difficult because that time of year, everyone is coming out west. I'm hearing of new funny cars being built that going to debut at that
Wow.
race. So it's going to be really tough to win in top fuel and funny car.
So our rule, our rule we're going to do for our all area team is if you are from out of town, right? If you've won 2 races at Famoso, then you would get in the all area team. So that basically allows that means we can put Tony Bartone on her if he wins the second race. So
I don't know if we can do I don't know if we can make Tony Bartone or.
but it expands the field for the ANRA guys because so many of those ANRA guys are
They come from
all over. And
Yeah,
so
they do.
Well, Summit Series guys.
Summit Series
And this
guys,
is home to them.
Yeah.
So I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
This is home. Bakersfield is their drag strip.
Yeah.
They don't go anywhere.
Because if you live in the Central Coast or anywhere up and down the Central Valley, I mean,
This is your home track.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
what we decided was that, if you're from Kern County and you win like the March meet, or if you win the Hot Rod Reunion, boom, you're in. But if you come here regularly and you win a series or you win a race, you win the 2 races here, even if you're from Paso Robles or Atascadero, we're going to take you in as part of our
that's
own.
cool. Yeah, because like I said, this is a lot of guys' home track, or a lot of guys and gals. This is where they come.
Right.
They make an effort to drive several hours, distance just to come here.
Absolutely.
It's pretty cool.
The ANRA, let's take a look real quick here. I'm going to try to power through at least the top 5 categories we have here. So again, ANRA coming this weekend. Greg Means is your leader with Jason Bard. I believe they're tied for first and second in the points in NE1. NE2, Steve Olmshed, Daniel Bascombe, and Rick Norris. There's 2 at 40 there. Rob Johnson sitting in 4th. NE3, Austin Fry, who I believe is an automatic qualifier for Barta, and Fry have qualified for
and Austin's won. I think he's 2 for 2 in the ANRA races.
I think so too.
So. Yeah.
A-Gas, Tom Fowler is your leader. B-Gas, keep going there. Brandon Stallmaker, who I believe is an all-area qualifier as well. In the C-Gas, Brian Smith, Mike Williams, William Becker. And in D-Gas, Jody George, Chris Robbins, Bo Duke. They're all in the top 3. And in E-Gas, it's Richard Lilo, who I think also another guy who's got a couple wins this season. Josh Wagner, who has, I believe, a win at
March meet and an ANRA win.
Yeah, he's an automatic qualifier. That's Butch's grandson.
Yes.
And Hot Rod, Jeff Beck, playing some music. Jody George,
go.
Richard Lilo, there you go.
And Jody has a chance to, Richard does too, they have a chance to double up in 2 different categories. That's kind of cool.
Sportsman, Jeff Folan and Patrick Sherlock, and keep on moving. What's interesting about these junior events, though, is how many girls are in this class. And it's just fascinating.
They pretty much dominate it. They really do.
Run through the rest of those, Chris.
Yeah, you look at the names, you're going to see a lot of female names. So
a lot of young ladies racing in this.
That bodes well for the future. I mean, we get more. It was so we saw back in the day what Shirley Muldowney went through trying to get into the sport, and now there's so many females doing well.
And the same thing in the junior divisions.
Yeah,
the mini dwarf stuff's just a ton of females.
Oh, it's great to see.
In both drag racing and oval racing.
You bet.
All right, we got 30 seconds, so we're next we'll have complete results from ANRA. I got to figure out how we're going to get some pictures out there.
Maybe I'll talk Butch come in next week.
Tom's going to be there.
Butch come out there. Tom will be there.
He's going to be there Saturday.
We'll have pictures from there. Tom Mock will be there before he flies out to Boone, Iowa for whatever he does out there. We'll be back next week. See you guys next week.